Yo, wake up to Rodney, Sunday version. Now, I am mash up, man. You can hear my voice. Got a cold, got a headache. Oh, it's just all happening. But nothing stops me. So I've got up this morning. I've sorted out my DBS. It's not even 10:30, not even 10:30. I've got rid of something else I had anxiety over, which is to do with my limited company. Yeah, I've watched the Chinese Grand Prix, which was pretty good, to be fair. Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc in the points. Two Brits two Brits on the podium, second and third. Great stuff. And then I've been out. I've taken some photographs, just some landscapes, just some atmospheric stuff. The light's not good, but I just wanted to test my my camera, and it's pretty good, to be fair. It's delivered some good results. The 1DX is by far a better camera. Yes, there's still some use from the what's it called? Yeah, there's still some use from the 1DS, but the 1DX is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So as a result, I need to let this guy go in front of me. Oh, I'm gonna go. What was I saying? Yeah, so you've got to get out there and do what you love doing, no matter what the weather, no matter what the light, no matter what the conditions, because you only get better in life when there's resistance. You only get better in life when there's change. You only get better in life. You only improve. You're only forced to come out your comfort zone when you're faced with adversity. And that adversity can be everything. That's why I always say, you can win every day. There's something to win every day. Every day there's something to win, something to overcome. And Teddy Atlas said it best. Yeah, you're not a doctor. See, you're not a doctor until there's some kid on the you're not a surgeon, a doctor, until there's some kid on the operating table, and it's not in the textbook. The answer isn't there. The answer you can't look up. The answer you can't Google. The answer you can't make up. You've got to figure it out there and then. You've got to overcome whatever that thing is. You're not a lawyer, a barrister, a solicitor until you're in court, and that day the opposition drops some bombshell of evidence, and you got to navigate it, and you still win. It's the same. You're not an athlete, you're not a footballer, you're not anything until there's something to overcome. And on the day that George Foreman passes, one of the greatest athletes this world has ever seen, and when Muhammad Ali died, I spoke on the radio about Muhammad Ali. George Foreman came on the radio after me and then commented on my comments and the energy and the enthusiasm that I was showing and the passion that I was showing. And one of the voted the greatest event in sporting history, when Muhammad Ali overcome the impenetrable force of George Foreman. You're not a boxer until you overcome. You're not a parent until you save your child from something that some mess that they've got themselves into. You're not a car mechanic if you give up at the first hurdle. You find the reason why that car's not working and you fix it, and you put the effort in and you make it happen, and this is what I mean. This can be anything in life, anyone in life. It doesn't just have to be in sport. in business, you know, you miss a good opportunity, there's always another one. See, I'm not well, and I'm freestyling, you know, and that's my point that I'm trying to make. And it's the same for me this morning. You know, my body's aching. Every time I cough, my head's pounding. I've got no energy. I'm weak. Yeah, but I've still just gone out and walked and took pictures. Hands are freezing. I'm in the car with the blowers on, trying to warm my hands up. But it don't matter because I've gone out there and I've got some captures. Do you get what I mean? I'm a better photographer today than I was yesterday. I know more about my cameras today than I did yesterday. I know more about composition today than I did yesterday. And what I had to overcome almost every single time is yourself. Because, you know, house is warm, just watched the Grand Prix, kettle's boiling, food's in the fridge. You know, I got some Caribbean mackerel, I got chicken, I got callaloo, I got ackee and saltfish, I got hard-out bread, I got saltfish fritters, I got dumplings. My fridge is stocked. Caribbean food, yeah, absolutely stocked. And, you know, the truth is, you know, it's so easy to just stay in, yeah. But, you know, and someone made a point the other day, and this is my last point before we go. Someone made a point the other day. In other countries, yeah, everything that they do is designed to go out for dinner, go out for lunch, go out to meet friends, go out and take photographs, go out for a walk, go out to the gym, yeah. Whereas everything in other cultures is about staying in. Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Domino's Deliver, whatever it's called, takeaway, Netflix, stay in. You know, everything's designed for you to stay in, spend money. Amazon deliver to you. You don't even go to the post office anymore. You don't even go to the shop anymore. You bring your food to you. How are you going to test it's fresh? How do you know their standards is as good as your standards? You see what I mean? So sometimes you gotta swim against the tide. You gotta swim against the system. Yeah, you can't let the system control you. Listen, like and subscribe, guys. Just running in to get some peppers. Need some peppers and some sourdough bread. So listen, like and subscribe, guys. In a bit. Bye.